Fellas, good morning. How are you doing out there? Welcome into this week's episode of Winning Bets. I'm, of course, Jason, giving you guys those free sports picks every single day. Monday morning, baby. Holiday week, basically end of the year. Probably nobody ain't working in their job. You know how this time of year is. Ain't nobody doing anything. But we're just showing up collecting a paycheck. We ain't earning that paycheck, but we showing up and collecting a paycheck. So, guys, hope you had a fantastic weekend. What were you getting into? Obviously, the holidays, again, gearing up. Maybe you guys are getting settled for that. You guys know I went to the casino on Saturday. Let's start off by recapping the adventures out at the casino. That was a great time. 5 or 6 buddies were able to get on out there, meet up with me at Rivers Casino. It was an interesting weekend. I played some craps. I played some roulette. Of course, I put in some sports bets. Craps, got my ass handed to me. This is how the craps went. I went into the casino with a nice little pregame strategy of fading. Basically, fading means you're betting for a 7 to come, right? We've all been playing craps long enough. You know that tables are colder than they are hotter. And if you play, on the side of the house, if you play for a 7 to win, you could quite clean up in that method. So that was the pregame strategy. Go on in there and play for a 7 and win all the money. Well, got in there. One of my friends within 15, 20 minutes bought me a shot of tequila. So I had a little tequila in me. Had some beer, some liquid gold up in me. And all of a sudden, strategy goes out the effing window. And all of a sudden, you're rooting just like every other player. You're rooting for 6s and 8s and 10s and 4s. And what's coming? 7, 7, 7. I played, besides stepping out and catching the fourth quarter at the sportsbook, otherwise we were watching the sportsbook from the craps table, probably call it, what do you want to call it? 5 p.m. to 2 in the morning, all but call it an hour playing craps straight, and only saw 3 points be hit. 3 points are hit in like 7 hours. Yeah, if you're on the strategy of playing for 6s and 8s and 4s and 10, you are going to get your ass handed to you in that, and I got my ass absolutely handed to me. The other method of playing for the 7s is really no fun. That's why I ended up switching, because if you're playing for a 7 to come, you can't celebrate when you win because you're the only one at the table wins and everybody else at the table is getting their ass kicked. And then if the table runs hot, you can't celebrate when everybody's celebrating because now you're rooting for 7s and 7s aren't coming. So it was just that strategy is not fun, even though it's profitable. But damn it, I couldn't stick to it. I got caught up in, guys buying me birthday shots, guys buying me birthday beers. Everybody who comes up, you're like, yeah, that's the guy that's going to turn the table around. Look at him. Look at him. Look how good he looks. He's, all snazzied up at the casino. That's the guy that's going to turn this table hot. And once he goes, 0.7 out, you look at the next person. Are you the dog? Are you the one that's going to do it? And you just caught in this cycle of thinking everybody's going to run the table hot. And ain't nobody running the table hot. Again, like 3 points all night in like 9 hours, call it 8 hours of playing craps, all 3 points. And just absolutely got my ass handed to me. Sports betting. You want to know how my sports bets went? Most of them were just losers, straight up. I almost hit one, though. Bet $100 to win $850 three-legged parlay on the World Cup final. 3 legs. 1 leg, Alvarez had 1 shot on target. Boom. We all remember he got that in the second half when he forced Lloris to get down low and save a shot. So that was good. DePaul, the Argentine midfielder, to have 2 or more fouls committed. Got that in the first 20 minutes of the match. Hell, he got one in the second minute. Came right back in the 19th minute. Third leg of the parlay. Bet $100 to win $850 Argentina money line. That shit hurt. I was all for the first goal because I love watching, games at a sportsbook. You love it like when the Mbappe penalty goes in, right? You get half the sportsbooks that gets to cheer and celebrate. The other half of the sportsbook pisses and moans because they didn't need that goal. I needed that goal for a little bit of excitement, right? I mean, Argentina was whooping up on France. The announcer was saying it well. France couldn't get on the ball. France couldn't do a goddamn thing, win the ball. The small amount of times they had the ball, they were just getting their ass kicked. So it was kind of nice to see them get a goal. I had no idea how they were going to get a goal. But yet they get one. But I didn't need that second. I would have loved Argentina to obviously win that 90 and make 850. So I know effing kidding you. Lost every single sports bet I placed at the book this weekend. And I got my ass handed to me in craps. Tried again on Sunday morning. Like, that's why I went home at 2 in the morning back to the hotel. Because I thought, okay, maybe the table will be hotter in the morning after watching the World Cup final. No, it was still just as cold as a goddamn freezer. Rough. The only bet I won this week at the casino was the live bet I tweeted under 9.5 penalties, but I didn't even make that one at Rivers Casino because I can't even say I took their money. I logged into DraftKings and put a couple units on that one. So thankfully I tweeted that play out, right? All the losses were all on me. I'm the only one that got my ass kicked. At least I tweeted that play out so you guys were able to cash under 9.5 penalty kicks with me at good plus money. But a fantastic weekend. It doesn't matter if you get your ass kicked. It's price of entertainment. You know what I mean? You allocate some amount of money. You know it's entertainment. You know it's fun. You want to go home with more money for sure, but yeah, I got my ass cleaned out. I just stuck to. That's the whole way you do, right? When you're going home, you just piss and moan. Like, if I had just stuck to the system, it was 7-7-7. Why didn't I just play the system? I know I didn't play the system because I had Josh Allen fan just walking up to me, just handing me shots of whiskey as Josh Allen rips off 44-yard run. So an absolutely electric weekend. I hope you guys had a fantastic weekend. That's how the casino trip went. But we had a good week in terms of betting. We helped you guys put money in your pocket again. Another week of putting money in your pocket as we gear up here for the holidays. Let's go ahead and recap the NFL action first there, fellas. It was good. Obviously, NFL was on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday was a good 2-0 sweep. Josh Allen over 7.5 rush attempts. Again, just an electric game. Loved watching that one at the sportsbook. And just, again, the swings of the emotions, the crowd of people in the sportsbooks. I loved it. I could go to a sportsbook all day long and watch games just for the atmosphere. Love that. He got over 7.5 rush attempts easily. And McLaughlin there in the early game, Colts-Vikings. What was that comeback? Greatest comeback in NFL history, down 33 points at half. Well, man, easily got us 2 field goals, a good plus money cash. But I still just the meltdown that the Colts did. That's now the strategy, right? Because the Colts did that the previous week. Who the hell was it? That's slipping me right now. But either way, Colts are clearly not a fourth quarter team. That's consecutive weeks they've blown fourth quarter lead. So maybe whoever the hell the Colts are playing this weekend, if they get out, maybe putting in a live bet at the start of the fourth quarter on who are going to complete a comeback is definitely going to have a thing. So roll that action on into Sunday. Eckler with 43.5 receiving yards. I think he ended the game with 12. They didn't really use him much in that passing game. Koo over 1.5 field goals. And he just couldn't quite get in position there late in the game to make a potential game-time field goal. That happens. Ritter, in that same game, that's the rookie quarterback from Cincinnati, over 23.5 rushing yards. How about dead in the water until he pops up on the last play of the game and makes a rookie mistake? You got to throw the ball there. You scrambling to waste the time don't do any damn good. But put money in my pocket, which I appreciate you, man, coming out for the people. Like, I appreciate you coming out for the people, getting that cash and getting that 18-yard scramble. But just a dumb, boneheaded play there by the rookie. But love to see that right there. Then we put in a little teaser parlay with a couple money lines. Tease that under down in Eagles-Bears. That was my favorite over of the entire weekend. The regular over did not hit at 25-20, but the teaser hit at over 41.5. Tacked on Chiefs money line. Another one of these, just tack it on, right? It's safe, just like the Cowboys last week. Well, just like the Cowboys eventually did come through last week, the Chiefs eventually did come through against those Texans. Those Texans are playing everybody competitive coming down the stretch. Tough team. They're giving everybody a good fight for their money. And then Bengals on that money line. Buccaneers suck. Like, that's such an easy leg to go ahead and add on there. And that was a good plus money cash. So it was a good, profitable NFL Sunday alone. Obviously, Saturday was profitable going 2-0. So, yeah, a good NFL week. Obviously, we had the good cash there on Thursday night with McCaffrey. So, good stuff all around. Let's see where we fell, fellas. We're at the end of the week, and we're going to get to ring that cash register. Yes, sir. At 22-15 at plus 6.53 units. Love to see that right there. Now, year of the date, whole hell of a lot of wins, whole hell of a lot of losses, 125.3 units. What does that mean? Somebody actually asked me, what the hell does that mean? That just means if you've made every single effing bet I've made in the year 2022, whatever you bet, times it by 125.3, and that's how much money I've helped you put in your pocket. Of course, nobody sits here and tails 100% of the bets. I don't believe that happens. Maybe it is happening out there. Obviously, I would encourage it. I'm up 125 units, but I don't think it happens. But we've been doing obviously a lot more good than a lot more bad. So let's hear that cash register one more time. Love it right there. 6-0 run. That was part of that great week we had right there. It was a 4-0 on Friday. Kings and Pistons under 239 points. What about Hawks and Hornets? Good 2-unit cash under 240 points. De'Aaron Fox went over here on his assists, and Nurkic went over on his points for a 4-0 Friday. Rolled that into a 2-0 Saturday. Again, mentioned it was Josh Allen and McLaughlin there on the field goal attempts. Those were the only two plays on Saturday, so that was a 6-0 run. What about the Argentina shots on target? The ladder match. Yeah, we hit Messi in that game, and then we laddered their team total against Croatia. 5, 6, 7, each rung on the ladder cash as we climbed to the top and collected all the bags of money. That one felt good. Argentina, France, under 9.5 penalty kicks. Again, I mentioned that. It was like the start of extra time. I was kind of like having a conversation with my buddy at the sports book and just, like looked at the number. It was 9.5. And like we're like the penalty kicks this tournament have been terrible, like terribly hit, or credit the goalkeepers, they've made nice saves. And to not get that cash at under 9.5, you'd have to go perfect 10 for 10. Like, that ain't happened. Not for the kicks I've been seeing this World Cup. No idea why that was at plus money. So we got a good one right there of under 9.5 penalty kicks. Mentioned Thursday Night Football. Seahawks against the 49ers. 49ers dominated that game. In the process, McCaffrey got a touchdown and went over on his yards. Josh Allen rush attempts. Ritter there over his rush attempts. Just electric getting that cash on the last play of the game. And then Henry, yes, finally won a bet with the New England Patriots. That was all the way back on Monday when this week started. He got, 30 some receiving yards or whatever it was. Gonna give us good cash right there. We had some losses though from last week, of course. Rudy Gobert and Jarrett Allen both gave us losses on the hook. One 16.5, one 14.5. Came up short on the hook on both of them. Devils on that money line. That was the night we had a 3-unit money line parlay in the NHL, and the Devils couldn't beat the terrible Flyers. Oh, it's rough right there. Morocco first half double chance against France. Whoa, Morocco looked absolutely terrible in that first half. Granted, they looked great in that second half. I thought they were going to score a goal. I thought they deserved to score a goal. That game should have finished 2-1. Morocco deserved a goal, but not in that first half. They were terrible. Then I live bet the over because they're getting their ass kicked so bad. It just looked like France was going to get another goal, but they did not. So actually suffered 3-unit losses because the Morocco was a 2-unit play. So bad one right there. And then shots on target there on the NHL. Tough week there on shots on target. Went 1-4. Betting those in the NHL. But again, a good week at plus 6.53 units. Love that. Guys, hit that like button if you were part of last week's plus 6.53 units. Let me know. Let's jump into that comment section, see what you guys are up to on this great Monday morning. And then we've got some soccer bets we want to go ahead and get in. And we've also got some NBA bets we want to get in as well. We've got parlays, teasers, and player props for you. Good morning, Mark. Morning, Mark. Morning, DeGent. Brian. What's up, Big Show? What's up, man? Mbappe, baby. Yeah, he just got bagging goals. One of the buddies I was at that casino with, he was holding on to Messi to win, Mbappe to win the Golden Boot, and it just kept going back and forth because Messi is getting a couple goals. Mbappe got, obviously, the hat trick. Obviously ended with Mbappe getting the Golden Boot. My buddy ended up being, obviously, happy that he got a good cash, but just the swing. Mbappe, damn, that second goal, just to knock that out of the air, and he's the deal. On that pitch, you saw the GOAT. And maybe once he retires, our this generation of GOAT. Mbappe, he can carry that torch. He's a real deal. Real deal. Good morning, Ross. What's up, Ryan? You need to make cash this week. Shouting to make cash every week. Minus 50 wind chill. Jesus, where do you live? Minus 50 wind. It's cold here in Chicago, I'll tell you that. It's I actually got to go drop when I leave here, or when I get done with this, I got to go take the car into the shop, and I'm going to run home. I know I'm going to freeze my ass off running home. We're going to try to make you money, Ryan. I mean, that's what we always do. We're now make money, I think, 2 weeks in a row. We're going to try and do it, Ryan. We're going to try like hell. We'll try like hell to meet you at the cash counter. What were the Patriots thinking? Yeah, everybody talking about being rigged. Two things this week got everybody talking about the NFL being rigged. Obviously, that play, which is stupid. I mean, you think Jacoby Myers is trying to do that. Like, just get out of here. Like, things don't go your way. Just don't be so sour. Like, you lost a bet. That's all that happened. What was he thinking? He clearly thought he was throwing to Mac Jones, didn't see Chandler Jones, and just... And then, obviously, the Redskins play there with Terry McLaurin. That's the one that everybody wants to be talking about this morning. Everybody wants to say they know what the conversation was. I have no goddamn clue what the conversation was. He clearly asked him to step up. He does step up. I'm assuming he checks again, and you don't hear, but the ref probably is like, I don't know, you need to get up higher. I don't know. That one is weird as hell. I get it. If you're on the side that the NFL is rigged, all that one does is give you a lot to talk about, and a lot to have in your corner. But what a weird play. What a weird play that was with Terry McLaurin. Yeah, I'm actually usually good at craps. The one buddy that I always go with, he'll tell you the last few times we've made money because we've just been betting on sevens to come. Just got caught up in the energy, got caught up in the excitement, and just had too many drinks in me. Yeah, roulette didn't go well. I did the thing where you try to flip a lot of money into a lot of money, super high risk, super high reward. Put money on black a few times. Red came every single time. Like I said, I literally didn't win a bet. The only bet I made was the bet that I tweeted out on live, which I even made that on DraftKings. I did not take any of Rivers Casino's money all weekend. That Patriots inning yesterday. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. All right, guys, we've already got a winner in the NFL Pigskin Pick'em contest. Did I see his name in here? No, I did not see his name in here. We already got a winner, so let's just go ahead and already declare a winner on the NFL Pigskin Pickup Contest, because no matter what happens on Monday Night Football, TW Corn has a big enough gap where he is the winner. TW Corn, you guys see him interact a lot here on the comment sections on YouTube. He's also an interactor good on Twitter, so if you see him, congratulate him. He takes home the $25 prize. Nice week, man. Hopefully you turned a good profit. 120 points, that's really good there, TW Corn. So, all right, man, hit me up on Twitter. Drop me your PayPal information, and I'll go ahead and send you that $25. Everybody else, don't forget to make your picks over the holidays. I won't be doing YouTube shows next week, once everybody's, with their family and friends. But I'll still, of course, pay out the $25. But that person hits me up, you'll know that that's a standing thing. Just if you see your name on top of the leaderboard, hit me up. But yeah, get your picks in and take my $25. Let's keep this thing going. Let's go ahead and give out some bets on today's show. I got a degenerate soccer play, and already had a dude hit me up on Twitter and said, how much time did you spend on this? Because I put in the tweet, this is a degenerate play. I spent maybe 10, 15 minutes looking this up. Sheffield, I think, is in third place. They're playing Wigan, who is in 18th place. So Sheffield should at least win or draw. And then the other ones, if I like under 3.5, I really like under 2.5, but because I'm putting in a parlay, you go ahead and knock it up under 3.5. And just like the one there on the bottom, I've got over 1.5 goals. Well, hell, in that game, I like over 2.5 goals. But again, we're in a parlay, so we go ahead and knock it down. So, yeah, we've got bets in English Championship. You've got Italian Serie B. You've got Italy, La Liga, or you got Spain, La Liga 2. And you got Romania, League 1. For the first time ever, I'm betting the Romanian League. That's the league where I'm betting the over. So, I don't know anything about those teams. Obviously, don't know anything about the players. You're talking about dudes that aren't involved in the World Cup, so it should be the guys. You don't have to worry about guys, not playing because they're involved in the World Cup. Not with these clubs. These divisions are, like I said, League 2 in Spain and League 2 in Italy. So, not World Cup dudes. So it should be all the players. Just betting according to the stats, of course, right? That's all I'm doing. Betting according to the stats. But admittedly, not anything I follow. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and call it a degenerate play at plus 103. Action starts at 12 o'clock today. Go ahead and get it in. Let's go ahead and throw up some NBA bets. I'm going to go ahead and do a parlay, a couple parlays, and then a player prop here. I'm going to go ahead and do Pelicans plus 6.5. Take it on the Bucks. Kings on the money line at minus 127 over on PointsBet or Bet Rivers. And then Cavs and 76ers money line parlay minus 106 over on Bet Rivers. And then Kevin Porter Jr. over 5.5 assists. Let's talk about him first, and then let's run through every game from a point perspective. This is a dream scenario of we like to do when we target the Nets. A couple times we've targeted the Nets this season. We've taken the point guard. We've gone over on assists and either gone under on points or just ignored the points. This is the same scenario you get with the Spurs team. Fantastic in limiting the point guard from a points perspective. They're in the top half of the league in field goal percentage allowed to the point guard. But on the flip side, assists, they are dead last in the NBA. Dead last in the NBA in assists allowed to the point guard position at 9.7. You get a bump in the last 14 days as it jumps up to, it's either, let me refresh the numbers with the brain. It jumps up to 10.1. So a small jump, but still the worst team in the NBA of assists allowed to the point guard position. So accordingly, we bet the point guard there for the Rockets. His name's Kevin Porter Jr. over 5.5 assists at plus 125. All right, let's run through all these games. I'll tell you, I've got Jazz and Cavs. I've got Cavs winning the game by 7 with a total of 223. Raptors, 76ers. I got the 76ers winning the game by 5. Total of 221. Hawks and Magic. Hawks will win the game by 5 with a total of 221. Spurs and Rockets. Rockets win the game by 5 with a total of 227. Mavs and Wolves. Wolves win the game by 2 with a total of 232. Bucks and Pelicans. Pelicans should get the win, and I got the Pelicans winning by 6 in my research. They got the line at 1.5. I mean, I just needed something to bring down the juice on that Kings money line. That's why I knocked the Pelicans up to 6.5. But I don't even think they need it. Hell, my predictions got the Pelicans winning the game by 6 points. So, yeah, go ahead and give me 6.5 points. Blazers, Thunder. Thunder winning the game by 2 with a total of 226. Lakers, Suns. Suns should win the game by 7 with a total of 231. And Hornets and Kings. Kings win the game by 7 with a total of 237. Not a lot of NBA bets other than the ones I'm willing to share because, geez, man, when I was really digging into the player prop market, the amount of guys that are injured or status is questionable is quite a long and lengthy list. The only guy I want to possibly add is Joel Embiid there for the 76ers, points and rebounds. They don't have any props up for that game, but I'm looking at Embiid, points and rebounds. He should absolutely feast. Got 31 points last time up. He went against this Raptors team. They struggle to defend the center position, so I'll go ahead and back Embiid if given a good number. But otherwise, yeah, tons and tons of dudes on the injury list when you go start digging into your NBA, research. So I'm fine with that. I'll roll with 2 parlays and a good plus money prop, which I have no idea why we're getting this at plus money. Well, yeah, I know why you're getting it at plus money. You go look up his game log. The hit rate is not exceptional. You guys know how I feel about that. It's just part of the research. It's not the end-all, be-all. His hit rate is not great, but again, with Spurs being the worst team in the league at assist allowed, you give it to me at plus money. He obviously gets some cashes. Yeah, I'll gladly go ahead and do Kevin Porter Jr. I like the way it matches up with the research, so I got no problem with that. Cowboys costed Mark a unit. What a game. Yeah, pick 6 finish right there. The Jaguars, man, just Jaguars and Texans. Be careful coming down the stretch. Those are 2 teams where I'd be really nervous if I'm like backing the opponent going up against the Jaguars and Texans. Just seem to be playing people tough. Sorry about that, Mark. Sorry that didn't go your way, man. Jaguars going to win the division. I'm seeing people talk about it. A great hire, Doug Peterson, got out the dumpster fire that was Urban Meyer and brought in a Super Bowl winning coach at Peterson. Great move, and there he is, Tim C. Good morning, man. Morning. Who I believe, if I recall correctly, Tim C. is TW Corn on Twitter and on the Pigskin Pick'em contest where I just announced that you were the winner. If I'm recalling correctly, Tim C., you are TW Corn, man, if I recall correctly. So if I recall correctly, you've got $25 coming your way. Just drop me your PayPal. Drop me your PayPal. Anything else, fellas? Anything else on the docket today? Monday Night Football, I got no interest in that goddamn game. This falls in a scenario of you don't have to bet it just because it's the only bet in town. Just like if it's the only girl in town, you don't have to talk to the only girl in town. Sometimes she don't look all that goddamn good. Well, that Monday Night Football game, you go digging into that shit, you find me an advantage. I can't find an advantage. I can't find an advantage. Tight ends, running backs, kicking. There's no goddamn advantage. And it's 2 shitty teams with, quarterback concerns and other injury concerns. I want no part of Monday Night Football. Yeah, I'm not interested in betting it. I know it's the only girl in town tonight, but it's not getting my money. I'm just going to stick to the NBA, and I'd rather do a degenerate soccer parlay than the NFL because, again, you can't find an advantage in the player prop market. And then you add in some injuries. Who the hell is going to win that game? I don't know. 2 shitty teams. I ain't trying to bet that. So, yeah, if you're betting Monday Night Football, good luck. Obviously, always wish you guys good luck with all your bets. But yeah, not a game. You're not going to see me come out and do a free roll. I don't have any arbitrage money, so nothing's coming out at any point for Monday Night Football. I got nothing for it. The only thing that may come out is Joel Embiid, points and rebounds. I'm interested in that if we get a good number. Otherwise, guys, what were you up to this weekend, man? Did you guys make any money? How about that World Cup final? God, what a cracker of a game. And I just said it earlier, like, Argentina was kicking ass. I'm having the conversation with my buddy He's holding on to both teams to score over 2.5 parlay. And we're like, dude, both teams to score is not going to hit. Like, France has no ability to get a goal in this game. Obviously, then you get the PK on Dembele, which is softer than Charmin, but I guess it's a penalty. But damn, is that soft. And then Mbappe obviously comes up with a fantastic second hit. And then the GOAT. Do you think you get the winner in full time with the GOAT banging one over the line? Clearly over the line, obviously. You should have seen the scores. The whole sportsbook is doing like the Messi chant. I mean, just, you guys have been in sportsbooks and watched games. I love it. That's why when my wife was like, what do you want to do for your birthday? It's like, yeah, no offense, but I want to like actually, like get a day away from the family. I want to go to the sportsbook and watch the game. Like, that's what I want to do. Love sitting there. The swings of the emotions. I love everything about it. So, yeah, that was great. And then obviously that Bills-Dolphins game, obviously coming up on the right side, Bills picking up the win. Game-winning field goal as time expires. Just a hell of a game. Give the Dolphins credit. That's going to be a good team. Don't want to see them in the playoffs. They're a good team. They're a good team. Weather had no impact on it. Our over 7.5 rush attempts. I know I tweeted out in the day like, oh, yeah, hammer it. But once kickoff happened, I was like, oh, shit. I was a touch nervous because there was no snow. It was, a cold night in Buffalo, but it certainly wasn't a snowy night in Buffalo. It changed at the end, but even if, it changed so late in the end, I don't even think that had an impact on the rushing attempts. But we got a cash. You got the 9, so we got more than what we needed. But big 44-yard run. Yeah, the casino. I think that's when that guy bought me the whiskey shot. It was right after he ripped off that 44-yard run. As soon as I tasted it, I was like, yeah, I did not need that. I did not need that shot. God, what a weekend, fellas. What a weekend. What a weekend. It's a good time when you get your ass handed to you. Lose some money, lose more than some money, lose money, but you still had a great time. Again, just a good time. And then Sunday going back to the casino to watch that final. That was electric. And then I still went back to the casino table and then run the 7 strategy. Still, after getting my ass kicked for 8 hours, apparently I hadn't had enough of getting my ass kicked. I thought that table was going to heat up. No, they still had the magnets fully under the table, and the magnets were turned on, and they were pulling 7s out of people's hands. Because that's all I saw coming was more 7s, and the money kept going right out the window. I just could never adjust. Just could never adjust. What's going on in hockey tonight? I didn't even look at hockey. Oh yeah, by the way, so of course I'll be firing out bets. I'm going to do this show today, tomorrow, and then I leave for Denver to go, that's where my wife's family lives, or some of her family at least. So we're going to go up to Denver. During that time period, obviously all picks will just come out on strictly Twitter. The volume will ramp down. Just get to the time period of, you're with family, you're with friends, and you can't research player prop, over, under, spreads. You got like half an hour or an hour. It's like, okay, I got to focus on one of the two. Well, that's just what it is during the holiday season. You guys probably remember from last year, volume just gets pumped down. Just don't have the time, obviously, quite frankly. Speaking of the show tomorrow, my son's out of school, so we picked up another swimming lesson that we've been doing with them swimming lessons. It's at 9 a.m. I normally do this at 9:30, so I think I'm just going to bump it back an hour and do it at 10. We should be home 9:40, 9:45. So just bump tomorrow's show back an hour, or a half hour. So normally instead of 10:30 East Coast time, it'd be 11. Obviously, where I live, instead of being 9:30, it'll be 10. So that's how we'll do it. And then, over the holidays, all picks will come out via Twitter. I'll maybe randomly pop up it on YouTube, but nothing that I want to say now because it'll be so last minute and it may not ever happen. May just never have time and may just have to stick to doing the research and then just tweeting out some plays. But volume for sure will for sure get ramped down. Let's see. Let's get 5 minutes. I gotta take this car into the shop. Let's just see if there's any easy. Let's just see if there's an easy hockey money line parlay out there. Bruins are playing the Panthers. That's not slam dunk. Stars are playing the Blue Jackets. I don't like taking road hockey teams though. If you guys notice these parlays I've been doing in hockey, I've been gravitating towards obviously good teams versus shit teams, but really home teams because. Again, I don't know hockey. Stars should beat the Blue Jackets based on the standings, but they're on the road, so yeah, I'm not going to touch that. Oilers playing the Predators, not going to touch that. Islanders playing the Avalanche, we still got the Avalanche now. Canadians playing the Coyotes. I think those are 2 dog shit teams. Yeah, those are 2 dog shit teams. Sabres over the Knights. Let's see. Sabres are down. Ooh, the Vegas Knights are first? Oh, that could be. What is that? Hold on. And Sabres are 12th. Their goal differential is 124, 107. So we're allowing 16 less goals and we're scoring 14 more. And what's the other game? Blues and Canucks. And those two teams are bang bang in the standings. What's the price on like a 60-minute line for the Vegas Knights just to get it done? They're at home. First place, Vegas Knights taking on the Sabres. Let's see. Terry Pegula spends all his money on the football team. The hockey team's garbage. He's spending all his cash on the football team, which I appreciate you, Pegula. Thank you for doing that, my man. Letting the hockey team go to shit while the football team thrives. I love to see it. Minus 180 for a first-place team taking on the Sabres, who are in 12th. Help me out, guys. We got injuries. Help me out, fellas. We got injuries with this Knights team. Why am I only getting minus 180? A puck line is plus 145. I feel like I'd rather do the 60-minute line at that. Not have to worry about winning by 2, but still winning in regulation. The 60-minute line is minus 110. Minus 110 for a first-place team at home against a 12th-place team in the Blues. I mean, I'll look up the injury report, but I'm not going to know. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, the Vegas Knights have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people out. I do know Jack Eichel. I actually do know one guy because he was a Buffalo Sabre. Their only goddamn player that was worth a damn. All right, fellas, I don't know if I can bet this. There's 9 guys out for the first place Vegas, and I don't really know any of them. So I'm not going to add that hockey play, but it looks good on the surface. 60-minute line, minus 110. First place team versus team in 12th place. But not going to get my money. I don't know anything about it. Or maybe when that degenerate soccer parlay cashes, maybe I throw it in there. But that being said, I can't imagine actually really doing that. All right, doesn't look like we had any more comments. Guys, hopefully you guys had a good little weekend. And, holidays just around the corner. I've got 0 gifts being bought so far, so I got to drop this car off, and I got to get to the mall. I got to go buy some gifts. I've just been slacking, simply put. So, all right, fellas, thank you guys for hanging out. Enjoyed recapping the weekend. Enjoyed recapping, obviously, all of last week's best. And you know what also I enjoyed? Ringing that cash register with you guys after another profitable week. Let's see if we can't do it again this week. Let's try and put some more money in people's pockets for just before the holidays. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Lock these bets in. Let's cash, and good luck with your other ones. Have a good one.